The Detroit Lions face off against the Chicago Bears in Week 13 on Thanksgiving Day for the first time this season. We will see them again in approximately 4 weeks, the 22nd of December, in their house in Chicago. And this is a game that the Detroit Lions are looking to win to make it 10 in a row and be 11-1. That would be crazy, 1-1-1 across the board. But more important to me than the streak of 10 in a row is the streak of 7 in a row. 7 games in a row that the Detroit Lions have lost on Thanksgiving. Now, I guess in a way, I can thank the Detroit Lions losing in 2018, which was year 2 of that streak. I believe it was either year 2 or 3 of that streak that got me my start on YouTube talking about the Detroit Lions. I had another channel, and it was that game that broke open, cracked the algorithm, my reaction to that game, the post-game show, and that's how this whole journey started on YouTube talking about the Detroit Lions. So I guess I can thank the old Matt Patricia-led Detroit Lions for that, making me who I am today, right? But the Detroit Lions have so many opportunities tomorrow, and this is the best team that we've had in 7 years. I'm not going to lie. Calvin Johnson's been gone. Matthew Stafford left after that. We got rid of Golden Tate and Darius Slay and Quandre Diggs, and then the team fell apart. I think that this was the year that we traded for Snacks Harrison right around the trade deadline, and he helped kind of turn the team around. But the Detroit Lions have an opportunity tomorrow to not only win the 10th in a row, but to also break the streak. It's been a long time since we won a game on Thanksgiving. 7 in a row, and we all expected to get that dub last year against the Green Bay Packers. We made it interesting at the end, but the Green Packers got that win. Let's go over the stats like we usually do and compare these two teams. The Detroit Lions have a 76% chance to win this game, according to the ESPN matchup predictor, to 23 for the Chicago Bears. A lot of you guys are scared, man. They're just scared of I'm scared of the Eagles. I'm scared of the Bears. Listen, we're not going to be scared of nobody. We don't take anybody for granted, but we don't have to fear any team. Caleb Williams is trying to come into his own, man. 233 out of 372, 2,356 yards, 11 TDs, and 5 interceptions. So I got ahead of myself. He throws about 1 interception for every 2 touchdown passes almost. Jared Goff, no touchdowns the previous game. Would have been nice if he could get some to kind of make some more distance between, because I keep thinking that he would be at 20-4 if he wouldn't have thrown 3 interceptions against the Houston Texans. 223 out of 306. So you can already see that the Detroit Lions don't throw the ball as much as the Chicago Bears. For 2,761 yards. I was just about to talk about this man, DeAndre Swift. We drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's start with him first. Jahmyr Gibbs, we drafted him 154 carries, 86 yards, and 10 touchdowns. He will definitely hit 1,000 yards receiving. We traded this guy away 2 days after we drafted Jahmyr day 1, and by day 3, DeAndre Swift was gone. 168 carries for 665 yards with 5 touchdowns. Receiving yards, DJ Moore is 55 receptions for 566 yards. To Amon-Ra St. Brown, 71 receptions, 747 yards with 9 touchdowns with 4 for DJ Moore. Tickets, that's not bad, bruh. I might have to sign up for Vivid Seats, because the lowest I saw was almost $400. Out for the Chicago Bears, Elijah Hicks. Ryan Bates is out as well. For the Detroit Lions, Carlton Davis is out. Taylor Decker is out. St. Brown and Montgomery is questionable. Let me cut to me real quick. If you see on the screen that it says a person is out and I say questionable, or a person says questionable and I say out, it is on me. All right. I'm human. I make mistakes. Very critical, nitpicky in the comment section. I used to be like that too until I started talking and making YouTube videos. And then I realized that people make mistakes. And if you're me, you make a lot of them. So if you see something, believe that over what I say, because I make mistakes. I am human. You see the typos all the time. All right. So cut me some slack. I would appreciate it. Last 5 games, the Chicago Bears have not lost. They got a streak of their own. They have not won, in the last 5 games. They had a Hail Mary, and that's what started the streak October 27th. That lost them that game against the Washington Commanders. They get blew back by the Arizona Cardinals. They lose to a terrible New England team. They lose to the Green Bay Packers on what essentially was a blocked field goal, and then they lose on a field goal by the Minnesota Vikings. So they have lost 5 in a row. The Detroit Lions have almost doubled that, winning 9 in a row, but their last 5. So we got 5 L's versus 5 dubs. So what is going to happen tomorrow? Well, you're just going to have to wait a little bit to find out, but just like you probably know my answer already. We got to bring in the stats from Tim Twentyman. What is happening? Okay, cut. Hold on one second. I'm getting too fancy. There we go. All right. This is offense and defensive comparisons. The Detroit Lions are on the left. The Chicago Bears are on the right. I'll just start off by saying the Detroit Lions have the number 1 offense in the league to the Bears 22nd. Total offense is 2 to the Bears 26. Rushing offense 4, 22 for the Bears. Detroit Lions 6 in passing offense, 29 for the Bears. Third down offense 3rd, 29 or 2 for 50 for the Bears. Red zone efficiency 4 for the Detroit Lions, 5 for the Chicago Bears. So they're pretty good. That is the only stat so far in the top 10. Giveaways, they don't give it away a ton. Tied for 4th. We are 7, tied for 7th. Now, let's look at what are we talking about here? So here they are only better of the Detroit Lions, or better than the Detroit Lions, by, my goodness, man, only here. And if Jared Goff doesn't throw 5 interceptions, then that's 5, and that number is 9. And we're probably up there with, we got to be 2 or 3 at that point. So right now, that's the only way that they're better on offense, man, which is insane. Look at this, 22, 26, 22, 29, 25. And the only thing they're decent outside of this is red zone efficiency. Now, let's look at their defense and how it compares to our defense and offense. Points per game. This is defense. We allow 16.6 points a game, 2nd in the NFL to their 8th. Total defense 13 to 17. Rushing defense 5 to 20. That means that Jameer and David and whoever else runs back there should have a day. Passing defense 13th. So this reminds me of the Houston Texans in the top 15. 25 for us. Third down defense is 1 versus 7. Red zone efficiency is 2nd versus 4. And takeaways is 19. We are 6 to their 7. So right here on offense, they are better than us on passing defense. That's it. That's the only stat that they are better than us is passing defense. And on our offense compared to their defense, in my opinion, it's really not a comparison. Now, I don't think that it's going to be a blowout between that the Bears are going to get blown out. They might. You never know. It's any given Sunday. But I don't think they're going to get blown out. But I do see that Ford Field is going to be crazy. It's Thanksgiving. It's the first of 3 consecutive games that the Detroit Lions will play at Ford Field. I'll be at that last one. That's happening on the 15th, the Buffalo. Shout out to my homie who dropped me the ticket. But the Bears are going to have to deal. Rookie Caleb, he's going to have to deal with Ford Field, which is very hostile to the opposition. Okay, so they got to deal with that. He ain't played at Ford Field yet. This is the first time, so he's going to have to deal with them. Lions ain't losing this game. We're not going to lose this game. Monty said he playing. Jameer is going to eat. We're not losing this game. Now, what I see is Amon-Ra St. Brown, if he's banged up enough, then maybe Tim Patrick, maybe Jamison Williams. It's been a minute since J-Mo's had a big game. So I see a big game from Jamison Williams, even though their pass defense is what it is. He can catch something intermittent, and be gone, right? So I think that the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. They're going to make it 10 in a row. They're going to snap the 7-in-a-row streak for Thanksgiving losses, and they're going to send the Bears to 6 losses in a row. This team was 4-2. Every team in the NFC was over 500 at the time, and they have dropped 5 straight. 5 4 and 8 loading tomorrow. That's what I think is going to happen, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Just a reminder, I do have a mailing address now. I just want to remind everybody, because you're not going to go in the description and look, but if you ever want to send me anything, people have asked, hey, Grid, Derek, I want to send you something. What's your address? So got a mailing address. Took me years to get, but I finally got it. We'll see how it works out for the next 90 days. And then if so, then I'll keep it going on. But if you want to send me something ever, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to ask. All you got to do is send it. I'll check that once a week. You can let me know if you sent something, and then maybe I'll go check it earlier than that, but it will always be in the description. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You can be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. We will be having a live stream watch party and a very brief post-game show. Just kind of go over what the Detroit Lions, talk about it a little bit, and then we'll enjoy the rest of our Thursday. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I'll see you at the watch party.